body responds to our vibration or our intention. For example, how is our weight connected to our energetic frequency? Why might I be gaining weight steadily when I'm feeling happier and more aligned all the time? Is this perhaps an indication of deeper awareness being required of me?
It is most important that you understand that all material aspects of your existence are as much of an energetic force as the spiritual aspect of your existence. And in that understanding comes the truth that the body is as much an energetic force as your thought. It is the same. It is simply a different frequency of energy, you see? And so within the material world is the frequency which can be observed. And so it is within that frequency that most beings believe the seat is the seat of reality. Because if it is something that can be observed, then it must be real. And yet the higher frequency energy, which is not observable with the human senses, lies just as much reality and truth as that which is present within the material body, within the cells of the organism, within the atoms which make up the material of that existence. And so with the shifts within the physical body, there is also a great deal of influence by the act of a judgment. And so it is just as we have discussed with the energetic aspects of what is going on within your political climate and the world energy, there is much judgment about what is right and what is wrong, what is desirable and what is not desirable. And it is the same in the microcosm of your own universe, which is the body and the mind and the soul. And it is within the judgment of what is desirable within the body, and you are creating fluctuations in the way that the cells of that organism arrange themselves. And so it may feel undesirable to you in a judgmental way to put on weight, because it is not socially acceptable in the realm of what is seen to be beautiful and desirable to have weight, which is seen to be excess. And so it is the belief that this is not only undesirable, but it is unhealthy and that it is not natural, that it indicates that something is wrong. When that judgment occurs, it is placing your attention on that which is undesirable. And so it is possible that there are natural fluctuations within the body which cause the weight to be redistributed, cause the body to change with age, which cause the body to respond in different ways to the energy of the world. There are beliefs behind the accumulation of weight. There are psychological factors. There are innumerable reasons for that to be happening. The reasons are not the issue. The issue is, how can you love yourself in the way that you are now? How can you make peace with what it is that you are not desiring how can you see this as just another sacred journey for yourself, instead of something which you would like to push away and resist? And so you say, I have put on some weight here. The response could be a negative one, which says, there must be something wrong, because weight is bad. Weight is unhealthy. Weight is an indication that I am not treating myself very well. Is this really the truth? The body responds to what you believe. It is not necessarily the conscious thought. It is the belief underneath that conscious thought. It is the belief that causes the conscious thought. It is not always apparent what it is that you are responding to, because it feels as though you are simply responding to the weight. You are responding to the social implications of that weight, which is a truth that has been handed to you. What we would ask is for you to formulate your own truth here, to ask yourself on a deeper level what this means to you, to ask yourself if you can make peace with that weight at this time as it exists in this moment, because then you will understand that it is transmutable and changeable, just as everything is in an energetic sense. There is something to be said about beings who have an energetic sensitivity, beings who are more tuned in, so you say, beings who feel a vibrational energy at a higher degree than some, who may respond in a psychological way in wanting to create a shield against those energies, which can sometimes feel unpleasant and overwhelming, even when they are positive energies. And so it is not a conscious act to accumulate weight in that way, but it is something that is an unconscious act that is a response to the need to shield oneself in some way, in a physical way, against the energies which seem to be overwhelming, which seem to be in some ways attacking the physical. And so, again, making a peace with that which you do not want to experience is a good way to switch the response from wanting to shield oneself to understanding that one is able to transmute that energy within the organism, and one does not need to feel assaulted by it. And so the bottom line in all of these needs to make change, the foundation of any change, whether to be within the body, in the world, in the grand scheme of the universe, is to observe what is, make peace with what is, come to a sense of acceptance with what is, with the full and complete understanding that it will change. Observe, respond, be conscious of your response, And if you are not happy with your response, that means there is something else going on which needs to be seen, healed, transmuted, and released. There is so much emphasis in your society on physical attractiveness that these issues become much more prevalent than they need to be. Though there are individuals who are going about changing that in a very powerful way. You are witnessing this. And so it is within your ability to love yourself as you are that you will find the ability to shift the body into a sense of health, radiance, energetic activity. Allow the body to reflect what you are feeling, but do not resist the changes in the body. The body is never static. No energetic force is ever static. If it is, you become uncomfortable with that. And yet it is within the human nature to want things to be the same, to want the body to be the same at the age of 70 as it was at the age of 20. It is the resistance against that which causes suffering within the individual. Can you find as much beauty in the 70-year-old body as you find in the 20-year-old body? This is where the change must occur first. Despite what your social circle, your social environment may tell you is the truth. Feed the soul first. Feed the body in accordance with the soul. And more important than anything else is to enjoy anything that you do with that body. Find pleasure and joy within this material existence. This is what you have come to do, not to fight against it. If you are fighting against it, you will never get there. Too fat, you are too thin, you are too old, you are too young. This is thought which causes disharmony. And as we have started this session talking about, it is the disharmony which shows you what needs to be healed. And so it is not the weight that needs to be lost, it is the belief that needs to be lost. We do not have this prevalent, energetic sense of beauty and social conditioning in our world. And so it is quite fascinating to see how this affects the individual and the culture as a whole. And again, we are quite heartened by the changes that are occurring in this realm at this moment on your world. Change the idea of beauty. Make peace with that which you do not find beautiful. within that peace, you will find the beauty. And we will take the next question.
The next question is also